This week in Jamaica Now, why hoteliers want a ban on jet skiing in Jamaica. Children's advocate warns against sharing child porn. A recap on week 6 in the Vybz Kartel murder trial. Bruce backs bank fees, but Gleaner readers say no. And Tessanne and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce named 2013 Gleaner Persons of the Year. The details of these and other stories coming up after the break.
Get the Gleaner Classifieds app for BlackBerry and be the first to know. Search by item or location, search entire listings, save results for reference later, and even call directly from the app. It's that easy. Download your Gleaner Classifieds app from BlackBerry World and subscribe today.
I'm Damian Mitchell, and this is Jamaica Now. Jamaican hoteliers are awaiting word from the government their call for a ban of jet skiing operations in Jamaica. The call follows the death of an American tourist, Thomas Castillo, last Tuesday. He was pronounced dead at hospital after being struck by a jet ski while swimming. The Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association says it's concerned that much has not been done to regularize jet skiing operations. And the association says the authorities must act before there is another loss of life. Jamaicans have been warned that they could face criminal prosecution for sharing pornographic material involving children. The Office of the Children's Advocate issued the warning last week in light of reports of the circulation of video content involving schoolgirls from a rural school on the popular social media site Facebook. Children's Advocate Diane Gordon Harrison says this practice must stop as it not only dehumanizes but also erodes the moral fabric of the society. Under the Child Pornography Prevention Act, it is an offense for a person who knowingly distributes, produces, advertises, imports, or exports child pornography. In the Vybz Kartel murder trial last week, the 12-member jury was shown messages from a BlackBerry phone attributed to the entertainer. In the videos, Kartel was heard telling how Clive Lizard Williams was chopped up and disposed of. The jury was also shown messages where Kartel allegedly stated that he wanted to leave Jamaica before things became suspicious. Meanwhile, it was revealed in court that the cell phone attributed to Kartel was used to make several calls while the entertainer was in custody. Kartel, whose real name is Adidja Palmer, is charged jointly with fellow entertainer Sean Campbell, also called Sean Storm, Kyra Jones, Shane Williams, and Andre St. John for the August 2011 murder of Clive Lizard Williams. And last week, the DPP asked the police to suspend their investigation against alleged computer hacker Philpott Martin. Martin, who has been charged for hacking into the computer of the DPP, is being investigated for other crimes. He's now out on bail and is working with the defense as an expert. Last Wednesday, he was taken into police custody, but on the request of the DPP, he was released after the prosecutor asked the police to hold off on the hacking probe until the cartel matter is completed. Prime Minister Portia Simsimilla has urged the regional leaders to give serious consideration to the development of an integrated strategy to better address the effects of climate change. Simsimilla made the call during her presentation at the summit of the Community of Latin American and Caribbean States in Havana, Cuba. She told the audience that climate change is not a problem for tomorrow, but instead requires immediate attention. Mrs. Simsimilla said weather activity in sections of the Eastern Caribbean last December was a prime example of the impact of the phenomenon on small economies.
Jamaica took the initiative in 2012 and established a Ministry of Climate Change to elaborate and oversee policies and programs to alleviate the damaging effects of this phenomenon. The ministry is also focused on developing adaptation and mitigation strategies for our vulnerable areas.
Former Prime Minister Bruce Golding has met rejection by Gleaner online readers following his call for Jamaicans to be fair in their response to the banking fee debate. Financial institutions have faced renewed heat from Jamaicans after an interim report submitted to the Parliament by the Bank of Jamaica indicated that fee income, excluding those for loan processing, now accounts for the larger percentage of total revenue for commercial banks. The report further highlighted that there has been a 30.8% increase in the fee income of commercial banks since 2010. Mr. Golding reacted to the banking fee debate in an article published in the Gleaner last Thursday. He said the increased fees may add to the burden being faced by some Jamaicans, but according to Mr. Golding, it should be recognized that the increases are a natural response to the economic climate, which is also affecting financial institutions. However, his comment was met with rejection by several Gleaner online readers. Singer Tessanne Chin and athlete Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce are the 2013 Gleaner Persons of the Year. Chin and Fraser-Pryce were announced joint winners during a function at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston. Chin, the winner of the entertainment category, and Fraser-Pryce, the sports category winner, emerged from a field of 7 other categories. Gleaner Managing Director Christopher Bonds said the 33-year-old award was a way to show what's right with Jamaica. This year, 2 special awards were presented, Javon Francis in the sports category and Nuts for the Express in business. And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@gleanerjm.com. You may tune in to Power 106 FM for regular updates. Follow us on Twitter at Jamaica Gleaner and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. I'm Damian Mitchell, and as we go, more from Tessanne Chin and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, the 2013 Gleaner Persons of the Year.
You guys have just made history. You are the co-women of the year for the Gleaner Honorable. You know, what message do you have for women in Jamaica, young women in Jamaica, women all over the world? And I'm going to start with Shelly.
The thing that I've always lived by is the fact that, my coach has always said, I know this forum may be a little, he has said, Shelly, I need to grow some balls. And I'm like...
My boss tells me that all the while, my coach.
He's like, in every situation, you need to just toughen up. There's so much you can accomplish. When persons try to put limits on what you can do, show them that you're limitless. When persons try to doubt who you are and what you can do, show them who you are. And I've always lived by that. So I think my message for women, continue to move grounds. Continue to show the world that we're small, we're emotional, we're caregivers, yes. But at the same time, we're powerful and we're strong. And we can do so much when we unite.
So let me hear your baritone.
First of all, I just have to say what an honor it is to be able to share this award with you, because I am just such a huge fan of you and I look up to you a lot. So it's an honor. Please give her a round of applause. She's awesome. And I wish I could have run like you, but I can't.
She wishes she could have sing like you.
But for me, my mommy always told me just to be who you are. The world needs whoever you are. God made one of you for a reason. Even if you're a twin, you have your own fingerprints, and that's because you have something that is yours to offer to the world and nobody else's. An unrepeatable miracle of God. So go out there, be who you are, and decide who you are, or the world will decide it for you. So continue to be strong in who you are and be proud of who you are, and just know that anything is possible.
Folks, you have it. There is no surprise. The committee chose a wonderful selection of awardees, and these 2 lovely ladies rose to the top. Jamaica is very, very proud of you. The Gleaner is very, very proud of you. Go to the next height.
Thank you.
Grammy time, right?
Olympic?
You want to win Grammy?
Come, Shelly, we're
Good luck. All right, you're going to sing now, the 2 of you? You didn't practice that?
What you do.
Do it. 1, 2.
Ever wondering what you doing?
Hey! How it all turned to lies.
I don't know anymore.
Go on. Hey, we're on a roll.
Where there is desire, there is gonna be a flame. Where there is a flame, someone's bound to get burned. But just because it burns doesn't mean you're gonna die. You gotta get up and try. You gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get up, yeah.
Go home.